start, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to Cultural Zest, where we travel the world, explore, and celebrate different cultures and cuisines. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our special guest this evening. She has actually traveled to over 90 different countries. Welcome to Svetlana Danilova.
Ebony, I'm so thrilled to be here.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, and as I told you before, I'm a physicist by my background. I work for financial industry for many, many years, and I'm a world traveler. I have a goal. I would like to visit 100 countries pre or retirement.
Wow.
And in fact, you could hear in my accent, I lived in 3 countries before I moved to the United States.
Wow, what 3 countries?
That's Uzbekistan, where I grew up, Siberia, where I got my education, and Germany, where I worked.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, and every time when I move to a new country or I visit a foreign country, I learn 3 things. The small vocabulary, just to survive, right? It's simple things like hi, bye, thank you, and word like that. I also would like to learn some traditions I could adopt for myself or for my family members. For example, in Muslim countries, children are not allowed to argue with parents.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
wow.
That's why my son Dmitry doesn't argue with me. I don't argue with my mother-in-law, and everybody is happy.
Everybody's happy.
Perhaps only one Dmitry is unhappy, but his time of happiness will come one day when
Yes,
he will
it will.
become a dad. And last but not least, I learned a couple of simple dishes I could cook for my friends and families when I got back. I invite people to my house. We cook together, and let me tell you, cooking show is the best entertaining for all.
Yes, yes. And in fact, speaking of which, what will you be cooking for tonight?
I think today we will be cooking dishes made based on rice, because rice is a very popular grain. People even in Antarctica love rice. And there are different varieties of rice. Please take a look. I brought some samples.
Okay.
And you could see that rice have different shape, different size,
Yes.
different color, different taste, and even different smell. And it's easy to cook, and it's really and truly easy to cook. And what is good about rice, if you didn't use it for the day, you could save it in the refrigerator, and next day you could cook completely different dish out of leftovers.
Oh, okay. Now, how do you cook your rice? How do you prepare it?
There are many different techniques, and the technique I was using is just a combination of everything I've learned traveling across the globe. You could cook rice in the rice cooker like this, or you could cook rice in the slow cooker, or even in the microwave. I'm an old-fashioned woman. I cook rice in the pan. It's a non-stick pan, but any pan will work. And for cooking rice, it's sort of a procedure. It's a ritual for me, and it has 3 steps: the preparation, the cooking, and the resting. During the preparation stage, I wash rice using the warm type of body temperature water. And I wash it multiple times, and chefs in Asia actually soak rice for a couple of hours before they start cooking, because during that stage, rice will absorb all the water, which is very critical for cooking.
Okay.
Stage. Cooking stage is very simple. I just put a lot of water in the pan, make it boiled, and then I will add this device. It's a colander, and I will put rice into the colander.
Okay.
Rice usually cooked during 10 or 12 minutes. Different type of rice, like wild rice, require a little bit more time.
Yes.
And how you could figure it out? Is it ready or not? You just need to grab some, just one grain, and smash it in your fingers, and you will feel it's ready or not.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And when it's ready, then you need to remove the remaining water, right? How you
Yes.
could do that? It's very easy. Just lift it up, take the pan, put it somewhere in the rest, take the pan, remove the water, and put the rice back into the pan again. And what I do, I cover it with the fresh and dry kitchen towel.
Okay.
Why? Just because kitchen towel will absorb
Absorb
all the steam,
Right.
right? And also to keep it warm, I cover it with the lid. And we're done with cooking. And I allow the rice to rest in a warm place for an hour and a half. And when it's done, then the rice will be really fluffy, beautiful, just like this one I cooked for the show.
Oh, yes, that looks good.
And we will be using this rice for cooking the dishes from different countries.
Wow, speaking of which, I am definitely ready to travel and explore.
Awesome. What country you would like to go?
You know, I'm thinking, how about somewhere exotic like Costa Rica?
That's great. That's simply awesome. I like to introduce a really simple dish. It's called Gallo, which literally means spotted chicken or spotted rooster. And very soon you will know why it got that title. In El Salvador and Panama, it also called casamiento, which means marriage, because it's a perfect marriage between rice and beans.
Oh, okay.
You know how I cooked rice?
Yes.
Let me tell you how I prepared beans. Beans,
Oh, that looks delicious.
yes, and I cut the vegetables.
Okay.
Red onion, red pepper, white onion, garlic, and cilantro.
Okay.
And I fry it just a little bit for 3-5 minutes will be
Okay.
enough in the veggie oil.
That's all the vegetables together?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And so when it's ready, I added well cooked or pre-cooked kidney beans.
Okay.
And so mix it together. And what we have to do now?
I just love the variations of colors in there. Just it's such a beautiful dish.
Yeah. And it looks like our rooster over there, right? And so what we have to do, we have to add a little bit sauce.
And then what kind of
Just-
sauce is this?
It's a special salsa
Oh, okay.
Rizano. It's
Oh.
very popular in Costa Rica.
Okay.
It was introduced to the world in 1920, and
Oh,
since
wow.
that time, it became the most popular garment in Costa Rica and any other countries
Okay.
from Latin
Smells
America.
delicious.
Yeah. And now, let's prepare the mix.
Okay.
Let's marry our rice
Yes.
and our beans. The same equivalent.
This is just really exciting. And how long does it usually take to prepare this meal for someone who, you know, doesn't have a lot of time to put together a meal?
You don't believe
this.
you will be ready in 20 minutes
Oh, wow. Okay.
for everything, literally everything.
It looks like you can use it for like an appetizer or even a main meal.
Actually, in Costa Rica, it's quite popular for breakfast. Would you like to
Oh,
try?
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, That is really good. Really good.
How you could describe it?
Everything is really evenly balanced. I like how the beans and the onions, everything comes together. It's really evenly balanced. And it has, I can really taste is it cilantro in there?
Yes, that's right.
That stands out a lot. The sauce really wakes it up as well. Very good dish. Very good dish.
All right, we are ready to serve the dish. And my son didn't eat anything before the dish was decorated.
Oh,
Because we decorate ourselves, we decorate the dish. And for decoration purpose, I have prepared the chicken.
that is darling.
It's really easy.
That is
to do
just
that.
darling.
Let me show it. It's very simple. You just need to cut,
Okay.
not to the end. You have to cut the bottom,
Okay.
and you have to put just a piece of carrot,
Oh, that
To
is
eat?
really neat.
right? And put some ice to the chicken.
That's very neat.
Isn't that cute?
It's just adorable.
Trust me, children will love this
Oh,
place.
that is adorable.
Wait. All right, where you would like to go next?
So, because I really, really enjoy my spices, I was thinking maybe we could go to India.
Awesome, awesome. I love India. It's a colorful, beautiful country. There are a lot of provinces. And every province has its own dialect, own culture, own dishes, and I love it. And if you have troubles to pronounce something in Hindi, no problems, just keep confident.
Okay.
And local people will think that you are from another province.
Oh, that's great
Right, and
to know.
yeah, and today we will be cooking coconut rice.
Okay,
Let
sounds
me
good.
show the ingredients I was using
Okay,
to cook this dish.
okay,
And the ingredients are quite simple.
Okay.
It's green chili, red chili, it's 2 types of lentil, it's seed of mustard,
Oh, wow.
and that's the cashew nuts, right? And there is a special ingredient, Indian ingredient, it's called asafoetida.
Okay.
And so what you need to do, you need to fry all the components.
All of this together.
All the together. You could use any oil.
Okay.
And I would suggest coconut oil because it's coconut rice,
Okay.
right? And when you finish with frying, it will look just like this.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
Just like this. But it's not the end. So in order to cook the dish, we will need coconut.
Yes.
We will need almonds, almond meal. Actually, we will need a little bit cilantro
Oh, okay.
to mix it. All right, this is rice. Let me take another plate and start mixing things together.
So again, you said that you would mix all of these together and you would fry it
Little bit.
just a little bit, and preferably in coconut oil.
Yep, I would recommend that. It's quite healthy. And let me tell you, every Indian dish I tried, it's not just a pleasure. It's a medicine. I would
Okay.
tell you it's a medicine.
Okay.
Because all the components are very healthy. The coconut itself. Try to find information about curry leaves.
Okay.
It's just simply medicine. All right. Let me try to add coconut.
So you add this after the fact.
That's correct. And a little bit of meal. Let's mix things together with rice. I'm not a chef. Maybe I'm doing things quite clumsy, but after all, it will be really
Well, it
tasty.
looks good and it actually smells really good too.
Yeah. Do you smell coconut?
I do smell
love
the coconut. I have never thought about coconut being mixed with rice, but I'm excited to maybe try it.
All right.
And so the cilantro will go in afterward.
Yep.
Okay.
And we will add the cilantro.
It's just a beautiful dish on top of that.
Yep. Look
Yeah.
at that.
It's a
It's
beautiful
beautiful white colors.
Yes.
And I think now, would you like to taste?
Sure. Thank you very much for offering. Let's see. So I just want to make sure that I get everything on here. Let's see. Mmm. Oh, that is good. That is good.
That's
That's
awesome.
really good.
All right.
I like how, you know, the rice has a really nice smooth texture, and then you have the coconuts and the almonds that give it sort of like that crunch. Is really good.
Is it spicy for you?
It's not spicy to me. It doesn't taste spicy to me.
This dish is very popular on the south of India, where climate is really hot.
Oh,
even
this is
warmer
a very,
than
very unique dish. I wasn't expecting for it to taste like this. This is really good.
Yeah. And let me try to decorate the dish. And we will decorate it with the flowers because India is the country of flowers.
Oh, that is
And
just...
this is really simple carving.
That's
So
precious.
it's a curry pepper,
Yes,
and
that's
you
precious.
will cut slices, slice little bit, and then you will put it into the water, and you are done.
That is just amazing.
Welcome to India.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed the flavor.
All right. Let me clean everything.
Now, and again, I want to ask the question that I posed for that first dish. Would this take a long time to make?
Not really. Not really. Again, all dishes I cook and I collect doesn't take more than 20 minutes. I'm working mom.
Okay.
I was working all my life and I don't have time to stay longer than half an hour in the kitchen.
It's just marvelous. Well, I wonder where can we go next? I'm excited.
Exactly. It's your choice.
You know, I'm thinking, why don't we experience something right here at home in the U.S.?
That's awesome. I love your idea. So far, we've been talking about traditions, cooking traditions in different countries.
Yes.
But every family has its own traditions,
Yes.
right? We learn how to cook from our parents. They learn from their parents, and that's the way how we build up the our family heritage.
Oh, yes,
And
exactly.
I remember the other day we've been talking about your favorite dish, and you told
Yes.
me about special one. Would you like to share your secrets?
Oh, yes, I like a dish called dirty rice, and actually adding it into a bell pepper. So what you do, you boil rice, and at the same time you would make some ground beef. You can use regular salt or even Lori's seasoning salt and some pepper. I would recommend half an onion, some green onion, and minced garlic, and then maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. And that's just to give the ground beef a little bit more flavor, because, you know, I don't necessarily add it to the rice. You put it all together and you would stuff it in the bell pepper. You can use the cheese to put on the top, and you stick it in the oven for about a good 25-30 minutes, and voila.
I was there to prepare that based on your explanation, based on your description. And here is the way how ground beef looks.
Yes,
Doesn't look familiar?
it looks very familiar, yes.
All right, and let's make the mix
Okay.
together. We will mix ground beef. And we
This is
will add,
wonderful. I feel like I'm being spoiled on this show with all of these great dishes.
yeah. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yes.
All right. I think we are about to mix things.
And you can even add, you know, a little splash of tomato juice to that too. If you want to give it a little bit of color. You know, there's a lot of different fun things you can do with the dirty rice, but it is a wonderful
Would you like
dinner
to
dish.
taste?
Sure, definitely. Definitely. This is one of my favorites. Let's see. Very good.
Tastes like home?
Tastes like
All right. Now we are ready. Now we are ready to decorate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said bell pepper,
Yes.
right? Let me put some stuff
Mm-hmm.
into the bell pepper. All right. And let me show.
Yes. And then you can go ahead and, oh yeah, that's nice.
Let me show
Yeah.
you what I'm going to do.
There's so much creativity going in these dishes. I am very impressed. Very impressed.
You know, Ebony, since I was working all the time, I teach my son Dimitri how to cook it,
Okay.
and that's his responsibility.
Neat.
All right, just a sec. It's not ready yet. And
Oh. I do. I like the whole decoration idea. You know, it really brings the food alive and inviting, I should say. Yeah, very inviting.
that's right.
I wish we had more time to,
And if you will delegate this responsibility to your kids,
yes,
they will love it.
yes,
They will simply love it.
yes. Oh, that is just
And
marvelous.
here you
That
go.
is just marvelous. All of these dishes have such a beautiful presentation, such a beautiful presentation. Svetlana, it has been such a pleasure having you on Cultural Zest.
Yeah, and so here is for people who are quite crabby.
Oh, okay.
So what you could do, you could just cut the bell pepper, right? We have some stuff left. And
Oh, that's neat. So you would just go ahead and add that to,
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. As I said, you have to please everybody, including crabby people.
right.
And that's the way.
Exactly.
And that's the way how
Oh, wow.
it works in my family. All right.
Yeah, that is really, really neat. So essentially
that.
they just, that is so neat.
Look at that.
That is so neat. That's really neat. That's really
Yep.
neat.
And that creature could talk. That creature could joke. That
That's right.
creature could sing. Perhaps it will even dance a little bit.
Yeah, that's really neat. I mean, you know, this is something that not just, as you mentioned, for crabby people, but I can really see these dishes, you know, you being able to get your children to at least try the dishes. You know, they they can be a little resistant with trying different things, most children, but I think seeing how you've decorated these different dishes here, they're just so inviting.
That's correct. And I truly believe that helping you with the food decoration will unleash kids'
Activity, right.
And as I said, they will have a responsibility at home. I truly believe that that's the way how they understand the
Yes.
responsibility,
Right.
and they will better understand the concept of freedom.
That's,
Right.
yes, right.
So, as you said, we could use the cheese in order to put it above
Yes.
here before we will go to the oven together, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So just a little bit more colors to everything, right?
Oh, that's just wonderful. Just to recap, there are different rice. You have different rice options up here. Would you be able to use the different rice options for all of these dishes, or would you prefer more the steamed rice for?
Steamed rice will work for,
Will work for all of
everything,
them.
and
Okay.
it depends on your personal taste. Some
Okay.
people think that brown rice is more healthy. Black, red, and brown rice are preferable these days. But again, different colors, different cultures, different customs.
Right.
Again, and you could see with all that today, with the less than 30 minutes,
Yes.
right? We were able to have breakfast in Costa Rica,
Oh, wow.
right? We had lunch in India,
Yes.
and we had a great dinner
Yes,
with crabby
right here
people
in the
at
U.S.
home.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Svetlana, it has been such a pleasure having you on the show. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I really have enjoyed having you here, allowing us to travel the world with you, so to speak, and especially for those parents who might not necessarily have the time with their demanding schedules. These are some really look like quick and easy dishes, and they were delicious. They were very delicious. So
It's the best entertainment, I would say, because everybody love it. Even people who know only one button on the microwave, which is
Right.
popcorn button.
That's right.
Right, because it's nice to see how it's done, and it's simple.
Yes.
It's really and truly simple.
Well, I want to thank you again for coming out, and I hope to actually be able to have you on a future show.
Thank you.
I really would like to have you on a future show. It's just been awesome having this experience with you. Thank you again for joining us for Cultural Zest this evening. I'm Ebonni Black, and we'll taste you next time.